Hello and welcome to this presentation of how to set up GIS for Mobile 2. GIS for Mobile is an application that can be downloaded from the Android Market or App Store, or it can be downloaded from our webpage. To make the setups individual for your PC, for your phone, you can create here your own user interface. As we have shown in a previous presentation, where how to create a new user and how to create a background map with Google Maps. You can see again here I have logged in and I have the same user. So now I want to create themes that come from the Geo Dropbox. We have in a previous presentation shown how these layers has been created, and now we want to set them up on the phone. I push this set up Geo Dropbox themes. First thing is that I would like to see the themes that are available. For that reason, push in the username and the password that we created in the Geo Dropbox, and we see that made it. Then we have available for these layers that we have set up. I select statue. I take the statue and put it here from the right hand side to the left hand side. I go here and say I would like this to be a visible as standard, and it should be a selected layer as standard. Selected means that if I up here have more than one layer, this layer will be the one that will be digitized in as default. The layer will not be shown more than 1 to 10,000. Here we are saying that if we have an existing point on the phone that is shown, then it is allowed to change the position of this point. In the same way, it's this one down here says that it's allowed to change the attribute on the existing points. I would like to take an image and I push save. So now we have set up the general things for this theme statue. I would now push the button so I can go and set up the different attributes for this one. And as you remember, we had 4 attributes that we could set up. The first is statue type. Statue type I select on the right hand side and move it to the left hand side with this arrow. We can see that this is a string. This makes it possible that a string can be digitized as a drop-down box or a text box. We will in this case select as a drop-down box. I will now put in the stuff that we will put in the drop-down box. I would have something with art, painting, other. So now I have 3 things in my drop-down box. I will then go and make the same thing for the status on this one. So I could suggest that this is a status on how does this statue look. I will also make this, you see statue is an integer this time, but it can be made as a drop-down box or a text box. We'll make it as a drop-down box. I would say that it's dirt. This one is dirty, so maybe it needs to be cleaned. So dirty, but I will save for dirty. I will save the value 1. So on the mobile phone, it will show the value dirty, but it will actually save the value 1. I don't know what we can put here, that it's old, or we can make one called other. And we will now again have a drop-down box with different values inside. Maybe this old, we want to put that in front, so we select it here and put it in front. There's also a remark field. Remark is a string. But this time we want it not to be a drop-down box, but a text box. And we save it as a text box. It should be 250 long. This is it. The last one was something so we could delete the theme. So that is a Boolean. For that reason we select it here as a checkbox. And we select that as default it should be false. You'll then save it here. You'll go back to this page and we'll go back to the front page. Here we will have to push this new config with VMS. That will create a new config file. And now all the things that we have implemented is now into the config and will now be on the phone. So you just have to restart the application and then these changes on the layout will be put onto the phone. And as described in an earlier version, this is the username and the password that you have to set on the settings. If you have any more questions or need any more information, please do not hesitate to contact us or go to this webpage gisformobile.com or .dk. Thank you.